What up? Hey, y'all like and share this shit real quick. I'm trying to share my link and all this shit. Trying to get started. Just a minute. Yeah. What's going on, everybody? You know what I'm saying? It's Trill Pill Podcast. Lunch edition. You know what I'm saying? We just got a lunch edition in this hoe. Hold up, let me get this shit right real quick. Alright. Copyright disclaimer. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely about to read that hoe, but it is up there. I do have a couple topics. Couple news, couple mental health news topics and shit like that. And then I got my main topic, my main question, and then we're gonna be able to get our shit off. You know what I'm saying? So, teachers, police, and other public workers left out of mental health coverage. This is from New York Times. The pandemic has fueled a soaring need for mental health and substance abuse services, revealing deepening gaps in coverage under the Mental Health Party and Addiction Equity Act of 2008, the landmark law intended to eliminate a double standard in insurance coverage. Exemptions under state or local government coverage for employees like teachers, police officers, and potentially illegal workarounds. That's like little under the table shit, construction, shit like that. Put in place by employers and insurance coupled with lax oversight have resulted in unequal access to care for millions of people. In general, under the federal law, insurance are prohibited from offering plans that treat depression differently than, say, diabetes. No longer can they impose strict limits on treatment or set up overly stringent pre-authorization policies or exclude categories of care like residential programs. The Affordable Care Act, which withstood its latest Supreme Court challenge in June, it also declared treatment for mental health and substance abuse disorders for one of the essential benefits that health insurers have to provide. Also, an indication that regulators are taking a renewed interest in enforcing the laws, the U.S. Department of Labor, along with the New York State Attorney General's Office, and individual plaintiffs reached a settlement with United Healthcare, a giant insurer, in early August over accusations that it had violated the parity law. But the exemption afforded governments for their employees is widely in use. Excuse me. Don't eat the goddamn salad. All right. Particularly in strained economic times, maintaining the loopholes some advocates have tried to close repeatedly. Dozens of plans across the country have requested an exemption for the current coverage year, according to the most recent list compiled by the federal government. So a lot of us who work for certain, for jobs or whatever, make sure that you go and take the time out to read your plan, your insurance plan, and you need to see if mental health is covered over it. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not, that is definitely something to go raise hell about, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I've raised a lot of hell about it. And a couple places, you know, acknowledged that it wasn't, and some did, and some covered it and some didn't. So, but that is something that's very much a gray area with our insurance plans and shit like that. Just like you would go to the doctor, you know what I'm saying, if you had a strained back, just like you would go to the doctor if you was fucking with a little nasty broad and she burnt you. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Also, you go get your therapy, you know, go somewhere and sit down and get all your shit off. You know what I'm saying? Go sit down somewhere and get all your shit off. You know, it's a big fucking deal. You know what I'm saying? Big fucking deal. So make sure you go and check that out. You know what I'm saying? In Madisonville, Ohio, this story is coming out of WKRC out of Madisonville, Ohio, in the Cincinnati area, I believe. September is suicide prevention awareness month, which I'm gonna be going over that a little bit too. Suicide is the second leading cause of death among young people. A pediatric mental health urgent care center is hoping to provide a new option for early intervention. The center, which is operated by Best Point Behavioral Health by the Children's Home, is open in Madisonville for kids in crisis during hours when few other treatment options might be available. We feel that it is critically important to be able to provide that resource to help kids and families achieve stability and get what they need in the moment. Chief Clinical Officer Debbie Gingrich said, I think we know the earlier that we intervene and treat, the better. So oftentimes kids have symptoms of mental illness, but don't seek treatment for years. And by that time, their peer relationships are suffering. Their family relationships are suffering. Maybe even their academic or work performance is suffering. So how do we intervene early? We know we can do the evidence-based intervention to really help them. And this is a recoverable thing that we can help and people do to get better. So how do we intervene early and reduce some of those unintended outcomes? Mental illness symptoms among kids and young adults have been growing during the pandemic, but Gingrich says emergency departments have been, pretty much they've been lacking in psychiatric referrals for children for a long time. They backed the fuck up on it. So one thing she also said was we've been working really closely with Cincinnati Children's as we develop the urgent care program, and we know that each year they serve thousands of children in the emergency departments for psychiatric reasons, but only about half are admitted, Gingrich said. So we're trying to say, let children be the expert with those kids that need hospitalization, but for those other families that have a crisis situation, but it's not necessarily an emergency, let's provide an alternative. A lot of families, when they go to the hospital, they're going to wait long hours in the emergency department. We really want this to be a good experience for the families, for them to be able to get the help that they need and reserve the emergency and hospital services for those that really need it, Gingrich said. The urgent care has several treatment rooms, and it also operates with a three-part approach: a licensed therapist on site, a care counselor to help with self-soothing techniques, relaxation, coping skills, as well as a psychiatrist on call who can prescribe medicine via telehealth if needed. I think that is so important because there are really kids that are struggling when the parents are recognizing the need for help. They need to be able to access the help immediately. And a lot of times counseling, the systems overwhelmed. There are not enough therapists to treat all the need. So how do we allow families to the access to that help? Gingrich said, kids might be in a crisis situation from a family conflict, a breakup, or a triggering incident at school. Kids may be experiencing anxiety, depression, extreme worry, behavioral changes, a meltdown, the inability to self-soothe, and anxiety can also sometimes manifest itself into physical symptoms like a headache or a stomach ache. So if you have children, a lot of us have children, even if you don't have children, if you just have some type of children around you, a niece, a nephew, you know what I'm saying, a little cousin or some shit like that, make sure that you ask them about their day. Make sure that, that you ask questions more than what you eat today and what you do today. Ask them about how they feeling and shit like that, because I know for a lot of adults, we are getting neglected with mental health, but especially the kids, because a lot of us didn't grow up with it. So this is still relatively a new, I won't say like a new wave, but it's kind of like whenever you learn something, you want to try to implement it into your daily life. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that shit is a part of your daily conversations with with children, whether they're your own kids, whether they're your little cousins or your little nieces and nephews. You have to make sure that they are properly taken care of all the way around. Make sure they are out. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they're all right. Because sometimes kids can be cruel. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got on, like I remember going to school, and if you had on some shoes that they said was fake, back in Dallas they call them Wookiees. So if you have some Wookiees on, you know what I'm saying, you'll get talked about all day. Nobody really cared about the nigga who had the Wookiees on and how he felt when niggas got all around his ass. You know what I'm saying? And was roasting them for the Wookiees because Buddy had on the Ren and Stimpy 6-ring Jordans. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas had on the SpongeBob Jordan 12s. Nigga had on the clear Air Forces that wasn't in a colorway that Nike intended them to be. You know what I'm saying? When girls was wearing clear shoes like jellies, the Melissas, and the feet was fogging up, and the girls get roasted all day. You know what I'm saying? Or if you had a hole in your sock, you know what I'm saying? Or if your shit was dirty. Kids can be cruel, you know what I'm saying? Or if they got some type of information about your kinfolk or some type of embarrassing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Kids can be cruel, so we got to make sure that our kids is all right. Just because we kind of dealt with that shit doesn't mean that we all right, because we know goddamn well sometimes. A lot of that shit, we kind of have to pretty much walk on hot coals. You know what I'm saying? We kind of raised, baptized through fire. You know what I'm saying? We're getting roasted and all type of shit. So, and nobody ever came and said, hey, how do you feel about nigga talking about you? You know what I'm saying? Your Wookiees. Nigga told you had the big T specials, the bizarre specials, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what else I got. Let's see. Okay, so the other day, this is not really a story, but the other day, I walked through the Big Lots. Shout out to Big Lots. You know what I'm saying? Anybody, who's a shopper out here know what the fuck going on. The Big Lots. You know what I'm saying? Big Lots for me is the shit. Go in that hole and get a sack of Twizzlers, a pillow, and part of a section. You know what I'm saying? All for the low price of whatever. But when I walked through the front of the Big Lots the other day, you know what I'm saying, I seen this table out. You know what I'm saying? And when I first walked in there, I walked past it, but I doubled back. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all can see real closely, it's a mental health table, but it's like it says mental. I took this shit at an angle. Don't know what the fuck type of shit I was on. But I took this shit at an angle. And it's a little sign up there that says mental health is heavy. Help kids carry the weight. And I love that. I took a picture of it. I grabbed it. You see it at the bottom left-hand corner. It's a little packet down there with little cards and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's little, you know what I'm saying? That shit right there, it's shit that I fuck with. I definitely grabbed a few packets, you know what I'm saying, for my children. So if you got a Big Lots in your neighborhood, they most likely got these up, or may not. But make sure that if there is a table up, set up like that, make sure that you get your kids involved. You know what I'm saying? Because, sometimes things can be as small. Like we try to make my mama used to say, don't make a mountain out of a molehill. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we make mental health to be this complicated thing when it's not. Think about it like this. Anybody who has little kids or has been a teacher or you have little nieces and nephews know when they go to their little class in kindergarten, they go and do the weather report. And they go and do the, calendar. But a lot of times they also have a feelings chart. You know what I'm saying? That they have a feelings chart. You know what I'm saying? I remember growing up, we had like a little feelings chart. You know what I'm saying? A little red, green, and yellow stickers told us how you feel, whether we happy, sad, mad, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. So I felt like this shit was dope. I took a picture of it. The white folks looking at me like I was crazy, but you know what I'm saying? It's all good. You know what I'm saying? I think shit like this is dope. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's the small things like this that make a difference. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Big Lots. You know what I'm saying? They just give a nigga a discount for all this promotion. I'm gonna cut this shit off anyway. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I read earlier in the second story, right? This month September is Suicide Prevention Month. You know what I'm saying? Suicide Prevention Month is this month. National Suicide Prevention Week is it's next week, September 5th through the 11th. And World Suicide Prevention Day is September the 10th. So this is a big month for suicide prevention advocates. I'm a suicide prevention advocate. I'm an advocate for anything that has something to do with mental health, just about. I'm finding ways to get involved in that, finding my ways to get not only me, but my podcast involved in it. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's important that somebody who has had suicidal thoughts, somebody who has had a couple of, attempts back in the day when niggas felt like the weight of the world was crumbling down on me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't enough weed in the world back. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't enough corn. It was not enough exotic meat in the world. You know what I'm saying? That could get me away from my problems. Every time I came down from whatever, you know what I'm saying, shit that I was doing, bullshit that I was doing, it wasn't a piece of pussy in the world. It wasn't no drink in the world. Wasn't no exotic meat, you know what I'm saying? None of that in the fucking world to help me deal with my fucking problems. And I feel like, oh my God, oh, woe is me. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck going on? I don't want to be here no motherfucking more. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to, I had a great support system that picked my ass up. You know what I'm saying? I had an ex-wife that, you know what I'm saying, was by my side. I had my brother who would call me every day, and I had my pops who called me every day, and I had my partners who you know what I'm saying, who we always talked about the shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I've always felt like, who is there for the strong person when the strong person gets weak? You know what I'm saying? I was the one that was being, the support for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Tell them it's gonna be all right. Talk to them. Just I've always been the person to have a open ear to whatever. People can always talk to me about whatever. They secrets and all type of shit like that is safe with me. I ain't no messy ass nigga because that messy ass nigga shit is weak. So people are always confided in me about any and everything because they know, like, I can trust this guy. He's a good guy, and I can talk to him and he'll give me feedback. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So, but at that time I was like, shit, now I need the help. I've given so much out to other people, so much support. But it was a point of time where I'm like, damn, I'm not getting that back. But just at that very moment, my friends and family and all them niggas kicked in. And you know what I'm saying? And that shit was what's up. And I salute them for that. You know what I'm saying? They came through in times of need. Like I said, I was in the middle of college. My mother had passed away. You know what I'm saying? I was a father. My little girl was 3. You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to balance college, fatherhood, and relationship. You know what I'm saying? And the little, you know what I'm saying, shit, bullshit that I was doing. You know what I'm saying? All that shit that I won't get into. But yeah, and I felt like that shit was too much because my mother was like my partner, you know what I'm saying? And shit like that. So losing her was like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I also got stronger at the same time because at that point is when I knew I was okay. I have to grow up. I have to start applying those things that she taught me all through my life, through my 22 years of living. I have to go back and apply those things. And if I take my life right here, all that shit will be in vain. And it starts another vicious cycle from everybody that's around me. My support system was, you know what I'm saying, that would start a vicious cycle. You know what I'm saying? Now, my child wouldn't have a father. You know what I'm saying? My ex-wife wouldn't have had a, you know what I'm saying, somebody at that time. We were going through a lot of shit just in life trying to balance all that shit out. You know what I'm saying? So, with all that being said, if you know somebody who is going through or has been through, or if you have been through any suicidal thoughts, shit like that, this is the month you can reach out for help. Really, you can reach out for help any motherfucking month, any motherfucking day. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my ears are always open. Everything is, you know, if you choose to confide in me, that's fine. That shit, I ain't gonna use it for no fucking content, no shit like that. That is exactly where it, you know what I'm saying, wherever you, if you tell me something that's, you know, sensitive subject, something like that, that's where it will stay. I guarantee it. You know what I'm saying? But if not, you can go, you know what I'm saying, Suicide Prevention Month. You can go and get help that you need. You know what I'm saying? Help that you need to stay on this earth. You know what I'm saying? A couple of my heroes, people that I looked up to that committed suicide, one of them was Anthony Bourdain. Anthony Bourdain was my nigga. Anthony Bourdain was one of the coolest niggas of all time. You know what I'm saying? He was a life goal for me. I used to grow up thinking like, man, I got to grow up, get my shit right so I can go eat a meal, you know what I'm saying, smoke a J, take some shots, you know what I'm saying, and kick it and chop it up with Anthony Bourdain. You know what I'm saying? And he took his own life. I was a big Junior Seau fan. He took his own life. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So we all see these things that are around us. Even the little rapper from Dallas, you know what I'm saying, Lil Loaded. He took his own life. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know him personally, but I got, you know, a family who grew up with him. So that shit takes an effect on everybody. And like I said, this month is Suicide Prevention Month. National Suicide Prevention Week is 20. Not is 20. National Suicide Prevention Week 2021, September the 5th through the 11th. World Suicide Prevention Day, September the 10th. You know what I'm saying? Go and fuck with it. Please, please, please go spread the word through all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's make that shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what else do I got on the motherfucking docket. All right. Also, right here, if you are in crisis and need immediate support or intervention, call or go to the website of the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-8255. Trained crisis workers are available to talk 24 hours a motherfucking day, 7 days a week. Your confidential and toll-free call goes to the nearest crisis center in the Lifeline National Network. These centers provide crisis counseling and mental health referrals if the situation is potentially life-threatening. Call 911 or go to a hospital emergency room. Let's spread that awareness, please, please, please. It is important. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to lose our mind up in here. Don't get me for that joke. I know that shit was corny, but fuck it, it fit. So, with that being said, I'm gonna get into my main topic. Been in here for about 25 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and get my shit off, get my main topic off. Then I'm gonna let y'all roll in. We can ask questions and get our shit off. Welcome to the Trill Pill Podcast. This is your first time. Everybody that came back, welcome again. If this is your first time, welcome. You know what I'm saying? This is a safe place to get your shit off. And this is the Trill Pill Podcast. Live, I might say. You know what I'm saying? Now, a message from my sponsors. Yes, sir. Hold up. Let me get my shit back right. You know what I'm saying? Get my shit back right. Get this shit off the screen. All right. And here we go. Oh, also, before I go to this, um, you know what? I can do that shit a little bit later. All right, fuck it. Let's go. Let me drop this link in the goddamn comment box, and y'all can tap in. The doors of the church are open. You know what I'm saying? Come on down. The doors of the church is open. I pin that shit right, man. Come on, dog. There you go. Doors of the church is open. Goddamn, y'all come in and we can get, you know what I'm saying, get my shit off. You know what I'm saying? The main thing I wanted to get at today is a common phrase that's being used and abused out here today. And that phrase is, who hurt you? Who hurt you? You know what I'm saying? Who hurt you? You know, now, at times, who hurt you can be a condescending phrase used to imply that whatever personal bias you have is inherently improper and invalidates your argument and thus absolves the person using the phrase of actually having the argument legitimately. You know what I'm saying? Salute, Ron Shaker. You know what I'm saying?
Salute, Trill Pill.
What's going on, baby girl? What's going on?
You hurt me.
Oh my God. I'm about to put you right back in the back. You know what I'm saying? Nah, what's up? What's going on?
No, I'm just.
About to put your kick your ass right on that goddamn stage. Coming here with that bullshit. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all
No,
good.
I was finna interact one and
Mm-hmm.
ask you some questions about it to see what you feel like I should do. But then I came in and started playing too much. So I'm gonna let you continue your show as I get myself together.
Nah, it's all good. I don't have too much to say. Let me see. I don't have too much to say. But basically what my main thing was who hurt you? You know what I'm saying? You know, that's a common phrase that everybody, uses. But all the people would take the time out to really break down that phrase and actually get deep, you know what I'm saying, behind that with, our traumas that we picked up, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't uh, necessarily pertain to relationships as far as intimate ones, just friendships, you know what I'm saying, childhood shit. How does everything that we've been through affect us, good or for worse, in our lives? You know what I'm saying? Who hurt you? You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much the title for this shit. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? But yeah, hold up. About to let this nigga up here. Get ready.
Oh
DJ,
wow.
what's up, man?
What's up, Trill Pill?
Hey, what's up, my nigga? What's
Chilling,
going
Jay.
on, man?
Yo, I just wanted to salute you for not being biased, for being mature. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It just show, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you ready for some leadership. You know what I
Oh,
mean? Hey, and room shaker, you know, I'm sorry I hurt your heart, little girl. You know what I'm saying? You know, you wanted me to be your daddy. You know what I'm saying? Feel me? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I was just gonna take a couple dollars from you. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
So DJ, you mean to tell me you was playing with my heart all this time?
Hey, listen, man. It ain't nothing personal. It's business. You feel me? It's shit business, baby. I don't know you. You ain't related to me. You feel me? You gotta add to my coat. Man, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You got to add, you know what I mean? I'm just up here harvesting and accumulating.
So do you have mommy issues?
No, I didn't know. I never,
So
I,
why did you play with my emotions like that?
mm.
you know, women, right? Women, right? They put on this front, this facade. You gotta really get to know them and shit. You know, at first they seem nice, they seem sweet, they seem innocent, and then, dang, you know, you really get to see who for who they is. Some of them, most of them, not all of them, but Yeah, especially ones named Room Shaker and shit. You feel me?
You weren't saying that when you was sleeping with me.
I wasn't sleeping with you.
Oh
I
shit.
called in on your live and you were snoring. And I said, oh, god damn
You
me.
put me to sleep. We was having cyber sex
Nah.
Oh shit.
Nah.
Hey, we are uh unlocking a whole lot of behind the scenes
scenarios.
trauma on the Trill Pill podcast live. You know what I'm saying? This is
Hold
live.
on, y'all. Let him put up his disclaimer. None of this actually happened. But since he came up here, I'm just entertaining him at this point. We're
See,
gonna be
see,
real about it.
see,
Okay, go ahead.
see,
Proceed.
see, you still want role playing shit, man. Nobody got no imaginary fantasies and shit. You feel me?
Well, see, actually, I was feeding into his live to bring out a scenario about what he was saying, but you came up here to be with the shit, so I just jumped on your bandwagon. I'm still feeding into his live. So come on, keep on.
Yeah, you know, Trill Pill podcast. This shit about real topics, and this shit about mental health.
Actually, it's about mental health if you was paying attention.
I just said
And
that.
this
If you
actually is a
listen,
thing about
listen.
how women allow themselves to be manipulated and used, and it actually
Uh,
affect them in real life.
Not necessarily women, but
Well,
everybody. You know what
anybody,
I'm
but I'm
saying?
a
Yeah.
woman, so I'm playing the role of a woman.
Okay.
You say let me just give you my personal outlook on life. All right, I'm gonna manipulate and use before I could be manipulated and used. You know what I'm saying? I would never give a person an opportunity to disappoint me. You know what I'm saying? So like you know this virtual shit is cool. You feel me? If we become friends out of this shit, that's cool. But
Now,
about
let me ask you something.
75. Nah, no, stop. Listen, because every time
Who
you
hurt
talk,
you? Because
every,
for you to live with that
every
type of
time,
mentality, somebody
every,
did something
Hold
to you
on,
and you
hold
don't
on,
want to experience
hold
that
on,
again.
hold on. Bro, Shaker, let him go. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
all right, to answer your question, I was groomed this way. You feel me? You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like, yeah, my grandfather, my father, my uncles, you know, my mother, she put me on
But
game to how games women could play. You feel what I'm saying? So like, you know, I was groomed to not be you know, uh, I don't know how to put it. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how it is. That's just how it is. That's just how it's gonna go. You feel me? With me and shit. You feel me? But you know what I mean? I never. Damn, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Yo, man, this shit about mental health issues. I'm glad you on here, man, because I really feel like you the one that need the mental health the most. Out of all everybody I'm subscribed to, out of everybody I follow, I think you need the help the most. You know, it's a sad situation.
Who you talking about?
I'm
so, all right, DJ, like Bro Shaker, let her respond. You know what I'm saying?
all right, good, good.
Wait a minute. So I need mental health for what reason?
DJ.
I mean, like, look, you wanted niggas to call in last night and role play with you. You know, people giving
Oh,
you
wow.
their outlook on life, their viewpoint. You know how they go about their relationships from a real man's perspective. Not no, not no. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I get the sense that you've been hurt in a lot of relationships or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you've been taken advantage of, and I didn't want to be one of them people at first, and I won't be. I still won't be. You know what I'm saying? I still won't be and shit.
This shit is funny. Okay. First of all, boo, I don't need nobody to role play with me, but it's just like some people can learn by reading a book. And some people can read that book and still don't comprehend the text that was included in that book. So then you got to go to hands-on training. Some people learn faster when you get them hands-on training. So that's why I said, to be realistic, we can run scenarios and do the stuff so they can actually see it play out before their eyes. But you sitting up here trying to diagnose somebody with some make-believe ass shit, boy, The way you say and describe, you was made into this person to live your life taking over people or taking advantage of them. That's sickening. That's real sickening. That means when I sat there and called a spade when I was speaking to you on my show, I was absolutely right. You are the type of man that our parents warned us about not to bring home because you wouldn't be nothing but a problem. The way you talk and you manipulate and you willing to use a woman to get fair game, that should make you feel like you lesser than a man. Cause ain't no man finna sit here and use nobody to get where they need to be in life. So if we redirect what you just said, you need to look in the mirror and say all that shit to yourself.
No, you're absolutely listen. You're absolutely correct. You know that's my whole outlook on life, and it's the American way. You know, one day you'll wake up and you'll realize you shit was right.
Trill pill. Since this supposed
Yeah.
to be a positive segment, I'ma step down because he finna come up here and be a whole clown.
No, I'm not.
Hey,
I'm
And I
not. I'm
just
hey,
not.
feel like
hey,
this some bullshit.
No, I'm not.
hey,
No,
y'all
I'm not.
hold up. Hey, Trill Pill Podcast is a safe place for y'all to get y'all shit off. You know what I'm saying? I got my shit lined up. I got my news. I got my, you know what I'm saying, my main topic and shit like that. But I'm doing people to feel like they can have fun over here. I don't want y'all to feel like y'all niggas is in class and shit. I want y'all to have fun. And when I feel like, when I feel like it gets too far, I'll put a cap on it. But since the both of y'all are still here, let me go with Room Shaker first. Um, what does the phrase "who hurt you" means to you? How do you interpret that?
Basically, you looking at that person as if they damaged, and you probably can tell by their actions and their demeanor and changing and the way they word themselves that basically from his conversation, that's why I asked him that because but he said he was raised like that, and sometimes that do happen. Basically, you feel like it's okay for you to manipulate and use people to get through this world. But at the same token is, what if you manipulate your manipulation go too far? When do you stop manipulating people? Because you can sit here and you can say you using that person, but emotionally, spiritually, and all the other good stuff, that person is actually being attached to you. And then now when you break ties or whatever the case may be, your manipulation might damage them in some type of way. And he's not recognizing that his actions have a reactions and anything can come behind that. And that's why I say some people can't live in their truth and be who they really is. But I don't play the games like that. If I'm not interested, I'm gonna tell you I don't want nothing you got because I can get it for myself. I'm not into them type of games because a lot of people are getting killed over lesser shit. And that's like if I fall in love with you and you playing mind games and then one day I just wake up, ain't no telling what mind state I'ma be in. Am I just gonna say, okay, I'ma charge into the game and take that for the experience? Or if I'm finna get this nigga for deliberately doing me like this on purpose. So that's why I say you gotta think about how people thinking and how they gonna respond to what you did to them, especially when they figure out, oh, this nigga made an ass out of me. He made me a complete fool. I look stupid out here. Some people could take it up and be like, okay, I'm gonna charge into the game. It's gonna be his loss. But some people actually want revenge.
Right. And Room Shaker, I get that you're probably one of them women that will want revenge. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I'm not one of them. You know what I do? I'm easy and big enough to walk away. Cause I'm gonna tell you, by the time you realize what you let go of what you lost, it's gonna be too late. Cause when I walk out, I'm not coming back. And I'm sitting in my mind, nigga, I'm blocking you on every levels. I'm not never looking back. I don't play like that. That's why I say with me, they gonna have to come on with it. Cause you're not finna do something and constantly keep telling me you sorry and ain't shit changing. I'm not one of them repeated ass cycles. I'll move on.
Can I ask you one good serious question, yo, without you getting in your feelings about it? If you're such this item to be acquired, why are you single?
Cause I choose to be.
Oh, okay. Now what
My
happened?
way, let me answer your question. I have not found nobody that made me fall in love. I have people I could tell you like I could deal with you, and I might end up having feelings to where if you get shot or something, I'm gonna be right there by your side. But I have not got to the point or found that person that just made me be head over heels in love with them. A lot of people that I done dealt with, and that's why I done kind of put it where stop investing so much time into people and stop playing a role that you're not willing to feel. That's why I stopped really putting me out there, because you have people that get misled, or you tell them what it is, but after spending so much time, they be to the point where they gonna fight for you. They want you, but that ain't what I'm looking for, because I done spent all this time with you and I don't see us going no farther, because at the end of the day, I still can't say I love you.
But you love everybody. You love every nigga you encountered on this YouTube shit. Since you been on this YouTube
See,
shit.
there you go, being funny once again.
All right, hey, DJ. All right, let me ask you a question, DJ. Let me break this up a little bit because y'all niggas about to go crazy. When you think about, you know what I'm saying, the phrase "who hurt you," you know what I'm saying, what do you know, like, how do you interpret that? You know, so like, for instance, when you talk, for a lot of times, we'll be talking, you know what I'm saying, like, talking to a little chick or whatever, and we may say something that is alarming to her, and she might respond back, "Nigga, who hurt you?" You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
or shit like that. How do you interpret that? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what she got up off her head? See, let me tell you how she might have been hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, she might have been in a situation where, you know, she in a relationship and she really helping the guy progress. You might really want the best for this guy, and she helping him progress and helping him
I'm
advance.
talking about you, DJ. Talking
Oh
about you
man,
right now.
I haven't never got hurt, man. For
She
real.
ain't up here right now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I never got
You know what
hurt,
I'm
my
saying?
G. I be gone before that. You feel me?
So,
I
so
be
you ain't never, so you ain't never stayed around
nah,
long enough to be hurt. All right,
nah,
what about?
nah, I be gone. I'll be gone. I'll be detached after 90 days. I will mentally
All right,
detach.
what about for like your partners and shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, like you used to have a partner. You know what I'm saying? And nigga did some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? And so because the partner did some fuck shit, that changes your outlook on how you treat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The other people that you may want to, do business with or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like every male is different. A lot of men, they just, you know what I'm saying, like, all right, I can't really give you a situation, right? But I'll give you the scenario. This guy at work, right? So he's not really, how can I say, you know what I'm saying? He's not really, he's kind of green about a lot of shit. So he was in this relationship with a woman, and he thought the kid was his. And then years later, come to find out the kid wasn't his. I learned from other people's shit. You feel me? You know what
Uh
I'm saying? Yeah, for real, for real. I really learned from other people's shit. And as I get older, I'll be like, man, damn, I need to settle down and some shit. You feel me? Like, the right woman does bring a good balance to a, you know what I'm saying, to a man's life, and vice versa. But like, as time progresses, I still be seeing shit going on with other people that'll make me be like, oh man, nah, fuck it, I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying?
wow. Yeah. Most definitely. All
Yeah,
right.
like, it kind of seemed like when a woman is Americanized, it's over. It's over. It's, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, other countries is other countries, man, women are more submissive. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really know they role. America got it to where, like, I'm not saying a woman is less than her partner. You know what I'm saying? But like, they kind of really forgetting the role. You know what I mean? The role they play. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right.
see,
So my nigga DJ has never been hurt. You know what I'm saying? DJ said he get the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. Like I play
Okay.
chess, so that kind of gives you a vision. You feel me? Like,
Uh-huh.
you're able to forecast, if you know what I'm saying, because I apply it to life, so I'm able to forecast what this next person move might be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't really act on it. You don't really act on it until you just, like, you know what I mean? Because you going to second guess it. You know what I mean? You going to be like, oh, I don't know. I might be tripping. Or this motherfucker might change. And they don't. You know what I'm saying? So I already be like, you know what I'm saying? Like my last joint, she was like, some shit. I'm like, listen, I got plan B, plan C, plan D already lined up. You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of already knew this. Because she like, yo, you don't take me out. You don't take me nowhere. You don't.
So what you're saying is that, you know, you try to avoid, you know, so so you try to, you know, so you try to avoid getting all that, you know what I'm saying? Because you already know it's gonna hurt, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
You know, Jay-Z said you gotta maneuver through the maneuver.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Already, my nigga. I appreciate you coming up here, you know what I'm saying, showing some love. You know what I'm saying? I hate that Room Shaker left and she's still in here. I do want her to come back, you know what I'm saying? But it seems like she don't want to come back with you on the panel.
Okay.
So I'm like, you know, so I'm about to get you the fuck out of here. But you my nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Salute,
I appreciate it. Big salute, my nigga.
Salute.
Big salute, dog. Big salute. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DJ. Room Shaker, if you are still in the crowd, you are more than welcome to call back up. There you go. All right. What's going on, baby girl? Talk to me. Talk to me,
I
Room
want to sit up here and
Shaker.
entertain that.
It's all good, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all got y'all little love-hate relationship going, and I applaud that. You know, yeah, it is very much that. But I won't get too much into it. You know what I'm saying? Let me continue reading a little bit more what I have. That I'm gonna get right to you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, physicians use the word trauma to describe a serious injury to the physical body resulting from a sudden impact, such as an accident or a violent act. But you can also suffer emotional trauma, which can cause an equally painful wound to your sense of self as a whole, coherent being. Just like a wound to your physical body, emotional injuries also require care and attention so that you may heal. And when this trauma is left unresolved and your experiences of yourself, hold on. When this trauma is left unresolved and your experience of yourself is one of not being whole, of somehow being broken, you are likely to bring the footprints of this into your current relationships. To have healthy relationships, you must first have a healthy sense of your own being and place in the world. All right, Room Shaker. Ask you a question. We're talking about. Hold on. Who is this? Welcome to the Trail Pill. Welcome to the.
Salute, Trail Pill. Thank you for wrenching
Salute.
me up. I'm finna get on my mod duty. I just wanted
Thank
to
you.
tap in and salute you directly. Salute, Room Shaker. I'm in the comments. I'm listening and I'm moderating. I'm not gonna time nobody out or block anybody on promoting your page.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Salute, Empress.
Got my info and the little, hey, I'm about to start begging for Cash App like everybody else.
Hell yeah, you better.
So the Cash App is at the very top, at the right-hand corner, everybody. I have my own little layout. Top right-hand corner, that is the Cash App. You know what I'm saying? So feel free. The doors of the church is open and the collection plate is open too, being passed around. You know what I'm saying? So y'all fuck with me. If y'all, but for real, if y'all fuck with the, type of content that I'm bringing, you know what I'm saying? Support you, you know what I'm saying? Support the pill. You know what I'm saying? I highly appreciate anything. You know what I'm saying? But support. That's the only way that the information like this can get up, you know what I'm saying, at the same level as the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We support a lot of the BS. We'll support, you know what I'm saying, something that's, a little bit different. You know what I'm saying?
Something that's healthy. It's okay to say it. It's healthy.
It's something that's healthy. Yeah, I have a different word for it, but you know what I'm saying? Something that's healthy. You know what I'm saying? We support all the unhealthy shit. Let's support something that's healthy and something that will help us. And also, we're gonna have a fun, have a good time here too. Like I said, I'm always bringing some news topics. I'm always have a main topic, and I'm always going to allow people to get their shit off. This is a safe place for everybody to get their shit off. You know what I'm saying? shit like that. So I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So I could get my shit off.
Yes, whatever's on you, whatever.
I was finna start acting like Fat Albert in the comments. I was
What
finna go
is
change my name and everything and put a wrench and everything on my shit.
no? You don't have to. Do that. I've given you one. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to go. So you don't have to go through that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm
Whoever that
messing with
person
you.
is, that is a lonely person to put his own wrench on
Yeah,
the
Fat
shit.
Albert is funny though. Fat Albert is
Yeah,
very funny, but definitely a real deal troll. Y'all know I'm not no real troll.
most definitely, most
But
definitely.
I want to tap in with you, Trill Pill. You always call into my show, and I appreciate you. And I want to let you know that you are appreciated.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You better. What you mean? I'm joking.
I appreciate it, and I promise I'll leave your toes alone. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all love talk about my toes. That's why they gonna stay in them boots. My second toe.
Bring the boots, Shay.
No,
Please bring the
my
boots.
second toe is not longer than my first toe,
Second
sir.
toe may be longer. My uncle, my granddaddy said you gotta watch the women whose second toe longer than the first toe.
What
You
that
know what I'm
mean?
saying? I don't know. I can't tell you. That's man law. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you. You know what I'm
Man
saying?
law. Okay.
Man law. You know what
Let's
I'm
talk
saying?
about it.
The second,
What other men laws are out there that we might not be aware of?
I can't let you know. It's like a unwritten script. I'm not gonna tell the playbook. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you the playbook, but ladies, if your second toe is bigger than your first toe, that may
So
be, you know what
Empress.
I'm saying, one of the salute.
So Empress.
What's good?
I'm full of shit sometimes. It's all good. Yeah.
We know.
My
We
bad.
know
So
that, Trill.
Go ahead.
what do you have to say about what you just witnessed up here from DJ Sumi?
Honestly, I just came back. I had to go do something. What happened? I seen him up there when I got back. He was up there and I heard Trill say um that he wanted you to come back up, but you wouldn't come
Hey,
back
hold
up
up,
because
BJ.
of
Hold
DJ.
up, man.
What's going on though? Cause
Oh, it's nothing
everything was
actually going
good.
on, but I'm just saying his characteristic trait is the things that your parents warned you about.
Well, look, I'll say this. Both of you guys are at fault from my perspective, even though it is a funny fault. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all are at fault. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. So as long as everybody's being accountable for, what I'm saying, y'all have some type of, and love hate shit that's going on behind the scenes. That we all didn't
Ain't no
know.
love. Now,
We
see,
were
now
not,
there you go with the fake narrative. Don't do that.
Rose
It was
Shaker.
nothing.
I and a bunch of people was not privy to what y'all was doing. It's not
What
privy
you
to.
mean? It was nothing. He
It
got
was.
mad because I say he didn't deserve to be in the music competition. That's why he feel the way he feel. If I hurt him or I made him feel some type of way, I apologize. I just was telling the truth.
Okay.
Well, you was stating your opinion. We got to keep it
Well,
like
no,
that,
actually, they
man.
voted on the live and everybody said that music was
But
hurting their ears.
that's other people's opinion though, man. We can't be around here saying stuff is fact and truth when it's other people's opinion. We got to be real. I'm an open-minded person and I try to see everybody perspective. I seen DJ last night too on your show answering questions and I thought that maybe he wasn't taking the topic serious. I kind of thought that's where it started at with like what you make what you saying stuff about his characteristics as far as like him being toxic because that's what I picked up. But I think that he was joking around more than anything, but y'all definitely can work it out. I think it's we here to build with each other, but I understand if you don't want to deal with him on that level, if he's disrespected you or if he feel like you
No, it's
disrespected him or
nothing like
offended him.
that. He feel his ego is hurt right now. That's it. That's all.
Oh,
We ain't got no ill will. We ain't beefing. He cool, but he's like that in real. This is his real personality. That's all I'm saying.
oh.
Well, since we're talking about the man at hand,
DJ, come up.
DJ, come on up, man.
He
Come
here.
on up to the stage, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, let's sort this out. You know what I'm saying? Let's sort this out. And I will find a way
And
to
it's the
connect all
best
this shit.
platform to do so because
Yeah.
Trill Pill is very level headed. Trill Pill is very grounded. And Trill Pill is also very privy to mental health and stuff. So he's not gonna let things go to me too far like stuff go on other platforms.
Thank you, Shay. You
For,
talking about that? I might buy you a pair of boots to bring with you.
first of
I
all,
purchase.
it's nothing to sort out because I still don't have no ill will towards him. I'm just
Yeah.
saying he's the perfect example of what your parents warn you about.
And
And
give
what do
me
you
like
mean? Yeah,
two of those examples
yeah.
of his characteristics anyway.
He'll tell you, go ahead and tell her, like he was raised to manipulate people. He was raised to do this. This is stuff that I go off of what's coming out of his mouth. So
Okay.
if he's honestly being honest about who he is, I'm not judging him enough for that. I'm just saying that you're one of the people that the parents warn you about.
Okay. Now,
All right,
DJ,
all
how do
right,
you feel about that?
all right, yeah, man. And don't run off neither, Room Shaker. You feel me? Because it ain't no beef for real. I mean, it ain't no
I
beef.
just said we don't have no beef.
But listen, you was on that panel that one time. We was on that live. It was five guys and it was you. And four of them dudes, yo, you was becoming the content on that show for real, for real. You feel me? You know what I mean? I came on there, I shot you some bell and shit. I don't like that gaslighting shit. I don't like that ganging up on one person type shit. You feel me? So I was trying to take up for you. You feel me? Like, if you got your opinion about me, that's on you, man. I didn't never I didn't drain your bank account dry like your last man probably did. You feel me?
DJ, come on, don't do low blows.
Come on,
He
DJ.
good. He
Come
good.
on,
He
man.
good.
Come on,
I
man.
got tough skin, Empress. There's nothing he
Listen,
You
can
know what I'm
say
saying?
that can. Go ahead,
Right, but
DJ.
like,
we
Come
look,
trying to
on,
have a real
hey,
but we trying to
like,
DJ.
have
look.
a real conversation. That's how
Hey,
DJ.
stuff start to go left.
all right,
It's not
Hey,
about
DJ. Come
anybody
on,
having
man.
tough
You know what I'm
skin.
saying?
all right.
But
Now
this is
We
the way
you
he
right,
Come on,
Shay.
man.
is.
You right, Shay. But look, like I come from a dark place and shit. You feel me? Like I live for this shit. I live for the negative. I thrive in that environment. You know what I'm saying. That's you know what I'm saying. Like damn.
Right, and you told me that, and I'm not judging you for that because you already expressed all this to me. That's why I say it's no ill will. Y'all think I'm saying this in a bad way, but he already let it be known this is who he is. So I was like, it's no ill will, it's no beef. I know how to deal with him. I still let him up on my panel.
No, you
Now,
be
when he
kicking
go
me
too
off
far, I
every
might,
day.
right, but I still let you come back up. So I just do that. Was like, nah, nigga, you ain't gonna control my house. That type of shit. That's like play R. Kelly, don't put me out. I be joking and playing with you. That's what I'm saying. I ain't got no ill will, like you said, and I stated that earlier. The niggas on the panel was all trying to down me or speak against me, like he just sat there owned up. And I shook that motherfucking room, and that's when they gave me that name, because I ran my pictures and shit across that screen. And then next thing you know, everybody on the panel changed their mind and was like, oh no, she could get it. She
Nah,
cute to be a big girl.
cause I endorsed you. Cause I said, yo, nah,
Boy,
this shit
you
all right.
endorsed me.
Yeah.
Hey, this nigga right here, man. This is
So
amazing, bro.
that's what
This
I'm
shit is
saying.
retarded.
I don't just come out the box. You gotta send for me, and then I respond and introduce you to me. So then after that, everybody start fucking with me after that. They're like, man, most big girls be insecure. Most big girls ain't got your confidence, all this stuff.
No,
But after they
ma'am.
seen I
I
had
have to
all
beg to
that in me,
differ.
they
I have
started
a whole
accepting me and
family of
rocking
big
with me.
girls. I have a whole family of big girls, and I wish we get off this size shit. Cause like I have insecurities about my size. I'm gonna be real. I can't gain weight to save my life, and I need to gain weight to save my life. If I could be real with y'all. So when we start talking about weight and shit, that shit bothers me, and I'm
Okay.
not sitting in the place of being insecure about it. I just don't outright say it to people. But you know what I'm saying? I hate that we be having these conversations, but I
Right.
kind of can understand where DJ Fuck You Sue Me coming from. He's saying that he thrives in negativity because he's been used to being under a negative cloud. Meaning
Mm-hmm.
some
Nah,
people
no,
know how to move
no,
through
no.
negativity,
Not yeah,
and they kind
yeah.
of they can transmute that energy into some sort of positivity. Now I hope that's what you're saying,
Yeah,
DJ.
yeah, yeah, but
Okay,
I don't have
okay.
no negative cloud around me. I've always been blessed. I've always been prosperous. But like you said, I know how to thrive in that shit. You feel me? Like, shit, I know how to win. You know what I mean? And one more thing, Miss Room Shaker, and don't run off.
Stop saying that. She ain't going nowhere.
And Shay,
He
for you
being
too.
funny, Shay. Don't take him
I
serious,
know.
baby.
Listen,
Come on,
I'm not. I'm
come
being
on, DJ
serious right
man.
now. I'm
DJ,
being serious
go
right
say what you
now.
got to. All right, okay.
About the size thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, none of us is perfect, man. You know what I'm saying? Not all of us got a flaw that we dislike about ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, Shay, you know, slim girls suck the shrimp good. Big girls can suck the shrimp
See,
good
that's what I'm
Oh
talking
boy.
about.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. All right,
Well, see,
get
I'm
the
gonna
fuck
be
out of
honest.
here.
He ain't like I can sit there and deal with DJ. Fuck you, sue me. You want to know who I can't deal with that I don't understand why you bring up on your panel is One Man Band. I don't understand that shit for the life of me. He is the most disrespectful dude on YouTube to women directly. And he don't give a like he'll come up there and be like, yeah, that stupid ass bitch. Like DJ fuck you sue me ain't never disrespected me. I'm not gonna sit here and take up and be his backbone and shit because I really don't know where the storyline originated, but it's certain niggas that I can take serious on here that I can actually sit on the panel and talk to. One Man Band is not one of those people that will ever get that kind of feedback from me because he always has come from a place of disrespect. I've never gotten that from DJ Fuck You Sue Me. That's why I was kind of asking you like what happened and if it had something to do with like last night with the questions and stuff because I caught the tail end of that too. And I was kind of like, okay, is he being serious? He must be joking around with her. And then you kicked his ass off the paddle. I was like, okay, he might be playing too much. And I
No,
got
he
the
ain't
vibe
playing.
of
He wasn't
he was
playing. He wasn't
serious.
playing. He was serious. He is like that because he
Oh,
told me to tell Wicked to come to Atlanta or buy her ticket to Atlanta and he'll put out a stroll and let her make money for him. This is his personality. So I just accept that. But then at the same time, I tell him don't go too far because I still get on your ass. But I fucks with DJ. He just, I'm like, wow, really a character. Unlocked.
You know what I'm saying?
unlocked.
He's very much unlocked. You know what I'm saying? Since I have y'all up here, I already asked these two the questions. Shay or the Empress. Uh, Let me ask you this question. When you hear the phrase "Who hurt you," how do you interpret that phrase?
When you hear the phrase "who hurt you," how do you
Mm-hmm.
interpret that phrase? I interpret it as probably a situation that obviously other people may be able to see that you don't see. That's how I interpret it. Somebody is seeing some kind of pain or some kind of hurt that you might not see internally.
Right. See, because I've been hit with a couple who hurt yous, a lot with them all the time, and I get it, but on the other half, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? And maybe because I'm still fresh coming out of shit. But even when I was like around like my partners, you know what I'm saying? Like I have a few partners who did some very shiesty. I'm trying to keep my trying to cuss so much. Shout out
Yeah,
to Miss Fee. Miss Fee told me not to keep cuss on. I gotta listen to Auntie. I cuss so much.
absolutely.
Um, so I have some partners who did some very shiesty things. You know what I'm saying? So with them being, with me being the type of person that I am, and them doing some shiesty things, some weird stuff, that changed my outlook on how to kind of gauge people on, you know what I'm saying, on how to treat people to a certain extent. And I
Right.
also think that a lot of times we have to go through a period of trying to find out how not to let that whatever we went through and whatever we've been through in the past that was messed up. We have to find ways to not let that affect us going forward because, like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel like there's not a cloud up over my head, but I can't go into, you know what I'm saying. It's certain things that are triggering for me, like when I hear them from certain people. You know what I'm saying? Because when you talk about who hurt you, it don't have to just. It's not just about like relationships. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's also about like your friendships. You know what I'm saying? And it also involves around our whole life. So
Sometimes it's even networking partners too. Sometimes it's not even somebody that you directly have like a relationship with. It could be
Mm-hmm.
like a business partner that does something that you feel, that we may perceive hurtful. But one thing I will point out, Trill, that I've noticed, a lot of people are triggered and hurt off of different things. Like, we don't all have the same buttons. And one thing I'm learning about people is how to gauge people, each person, in the right way. Like, what bothers, DJ Fuck You Sue Me might not bother Trill Pill. What bothers Trill Pill might not even get to Room Shaker, but it could be something even smaller. You know what I'm saying? That gets to her versus I could say, one thing about you or to you, and it gets you kind of in a different headspace.
Uh-huh.
Who that statement kind of dangerous though, because you could take that, like, if that was coming from, like, say, a stranger asking me
Mm-hmm.
who hurt you, I would, I would real deal get offended. Like, what you mean? Some people will take it like that. Like, so what you see, what you mean, who hurt you? And sometimes people just can see things that we wearing. Like,
Right.
sometimes we wear our pain on the outside and we don't even
Right.
realize that we wearing it. We feel like we normal. We feel like we didn't got past stuff, or we going about it the right way. But
Right.
sometimes what we showing people externally is completely contrary to what we want to portray.
Exactly. And sometimes people can also weaponize that phrase also. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
They can weaponize it, and like I said in the very beginning, it starts to become a when people start to weaponize it, it starts to be
Yeah, that's when
kind of
gaslighting,
a
the gaslighting comes into
condescending
play.
phrase. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, and
Because like,
gaslighting, because you asking somebody, constantly, man, who hurt you? Who hurt you?
yeah,
That sounds very condescending, and it sounds very like you literally could be doing nothing for somebody to even say that statement to you. That's where the gaslighting comes in, where
exactly.
they make you feel like it's something wrong with you when it's nothing wrong with processing your emotions. That's what we're supposed to do. People act like it's bad. It's not
You're right.
bad.
You're right. And that's why I said at the very beginning, you know what I'm saying? Who hurt you can be a condescending phrase used to imply that whatever personal bias that, you know what I'm saying, whatever personal bias that you have is inherently improper and invalidates your argument. You know what I'm saying? Because they can just whenever sometimes people get stuck. Like when you ask a question and it looks more like a serious question, and people don't have no answer for it, and they kind of get they kind of stuck. That's one of the first things they say. Who hurt you? And
Right.
kind of and it kind of throws the whole thing off, and it kind of starts another cycle of conversation. It's like, damn, bitch, ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody hurt me. You know how many times I've had, you know what I'm saying, just ruined little outings. You know what I'm saying? I went, got a little, a little brunch. You know what I'm saying? And had a little conversation and said something that wasn't disrespectful, but was an actual and honest question. And I got hit with the who hurt you. And I was like, I'm about to hurt you because I'm about to go to the bathroom and never come back. And you're going to pay your own bill.
Oh
You know what
man,
I'm
that's
saying? For the
awful.
whole night. Yeah, well, that happens sometimes. You know what I'm saying? The trip here,
Who hurt you, Trill? Damn. You leaving bitches with bills? Excuse me, you leaving ladies with bills and stuff?
I'll cash out from half eventually, but
He
just
said
saying.
eventually.
You know what I'm
Tripping.
saying? For the principles, like, all right, you know what I'm saying? You doing too much.
Yeah, it's
Let me show you.
definitely used as a deflector though, especially if you asking them something that really has nothing to do with you but everything to do with them. That's a deflection mode. They're deflecting, like, well, trying to flip it back on you. Well, who hurt you then? You know what I'm saying? If you feel like XYZ, and you could just be asking a simple question about, do you think, dating after 6 months or a year, we should be looking at moving in together? Like, some women will, take that and run with it. They'll take any question, and not just women, men do it too. They'll take it and run with it. Like, but it's because they really don't want to address what you're asking. So they deflect and they'll throw that out there. And that will throw you off your rocker. Especially if you really trying to connect with that person and they turn around and say, who hurt you? Like, is it that obvious? That's one of my questions that I ask myself when that has ever come up to me. Is it that obvious? But I don't say that out loud, because that's the way people can literally get in and manipulate you. They can
Yeah.
manipulate your thought process and what you think about yourself, because They're trying to say that they see something wrong with you that you might not see, but that don't always necessarily be fact or the truth. It's just their perception.
Right. Right. Exactly. Yeah. You know. Yeah. Most definitely. Not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? That should be weird sometimes. I mean, those things be weird at times. You know what I'm saying? Just going through that whole process, even you know what I'm saying. Like, we got to find ways to navigate through all this. Try not to let the last friendship or relationship, you know what I'm saying, whatever went wrong then, to not bring that into a new relationship while you're also trying to balance things that you learned from the previous relationship. So it's a very thin line that's in between all that. Lines are very thin, and sometimes
You
they blur.
forgive, but don't forget.
Right,
Hmm.
right, right.
Yep. Never said we had to forget. You know what I'm saying? I be having
You
to
know,
remind people that like it ain't never said I had to forget the shit that you did to me. It just said I needed to forgive you for my own sake. I'm doing that. But I forget it. No, no, no. I won't forget you asked me who hurt you 2 years ago when we first started dating. Nah, I ain't gonna forget that shit. But to
right.
me, that's kind of like, I don't know. To me, that seems when people, I guess it depends on the person that it comes from and their intentions behind it. But that seems very kind of manipulative to me when you start asking somebody that out the blue, especially if you're on a date. On a date, that's a killer. I'm going to the bathroom and I ain't never coming back.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going. Look, I'm sorry for the. Uh, you know, I get you an Uber or something. I make
I
sure
ain't
you get
even
home.
I ain't even apologizing though.
I get you. I find out to get you home safely. But at
Mm-mm.
that point, it's like I can't go on no further because it's like you know what I'm saying. You know, it just get. Where's Rick go? Okay, she probably. We're back to the comments. All good. Appreciate it, where I'm shaking. You always welcome. Hey, everybody from everywhere is always welcome. You know what I'm saying? Everybody from whatever faction, so that's whatever faction of YouTube that you come from. You know what I'm saying? True Appeal is a safe place to get your shit off. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, to get people up that just came here, we are having a conversation on who hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Who hurt you? The phrase "who hurt you," and
My
you know,
bad.
it's all good. And the phrase "who hurt you" directly implies that there is trauma that is getting right in the way of anything. You know what I'm saying? Let me read a little bit of this, real quick, if y'all don't mind. Emotional injuries result from experience in which one feels that his or her life or well-being is endangered. These experiences might include the shaming of a young person by a parent or a teacher, by the molestation or beating of a child, or the loss of a job, or divorce, or a sudden death, or life-changing accident, or being sent to war. Whether the trauma, whether the trauma occurred in childhood or adulthood, it changes your experience of yourself and your world. If you were young when the trauma occurred, you would likely have more scars because you were more vulnerable and have fewer coping skills. But our human instinct is to protect ourselves, and we do that often by finding ways to cut ourselves off through denial that we have been hurt, disassociation from the painful event, or a repression of the memory of the trauma. Um, Unresolved trauma, definitely includes or the symptoms of unresolved trauma. You know what I'm saying? Definitely include like some addictive behaviors, the inability to deal with conflict, anxiety, confusion, depression, or an innate belief that we have no value. You know, and the impact on some of those relationships, living with unresolved wounds, and bringing all the resulting behaviors to your relationships is clearly not conducive to a healthy and happy life. And when your emotional health has been compromised and you soldier on through life by quote unquote sucking it up, you know what I'm saying? Put some dirt on that shit. Like you do something when you was a kid, you don't fail, you don't, you know what I'm saying, riding your bike, you don't flipped over 8 times. You know what I'm saying? On that last time, just you flip over and turn over, somebody is saying, your parent is saying, man, if you don't get, you can get up and, dust it off or anything like that. Um, Sucking it up, as in something that put a little dirt on it, going there and, kind of, which is kind of being passive to it, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
But isn't that what our parents like? And I say our parents being, I only hear this mostly in the melanated community where we not even really allowed to process trauma and emotion. Like, I won't say all families, but I'll say for the most part that get up and dust yourself off. Um, that whole sweep it under the rug mentality. You know what I'm saying? Where you not processing anything, you just acting like it didn't happen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And, and it kind of like, and like I said, there's a very thin line, and those lines may be blurred as well because it's like on one hand, it's like, yeah, like um, you don't want to get used to being sensitive about the small things as much. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to be able to pay attention to them, but you don't want to get too hung up on them. But at the same time, you do want to give it enough time to kind of heal, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like even if it's
Yeah.
something that's very small, like even if it's something like you can be driving to around the corner. You know what I'm saying? Or I know you like to drive for a $40 grilled cheese quesadilla, whatever you be eating.
It's not $14.
A $14 grilled cheese with shrimp. You know what I'm saying? In a tortilla. You know what I'm saying? But no, but like you may be, like we all experience like whenever we driving, DJ
Yeah.
to meet you, dog.
Hey,
No,
Trip.
hey, what man? I'm trying to get my shit off. What's up, man?
She probably be driving 40 hours to find some shrimp to suck.
Nah. DJ, fuck you
Put
too.
you up
Don't.
and get him out of here. All right, look, give him some time, man. You know what I'm saying? No, man, but like it may be like you may be driving and something happen where somebody may veer out of their lane and almost hit you. You know what I'm saying? Or you may, you know what I'm saying? Or you may veer out of the lane or something like that, and almost, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. And although that's small, it's a sudden adrenaline rush. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, I almost got into a wreck. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, somebody, you know what I'm saying? It's a certain reaction that's to that. And like you don't want to be hung up. Like some people, then they get road rage and follow the person all across the. You know what I'm saying? And then you got people who just brush it off and keep going. You know. So
Right.
I do think it just depends on how well we all control our emotions, which is the nutshell in all of mental health is it's an underlying thing, learning how to control our emotions that we never knew we had to control, some emotions that we never even knew we had until we go through something traumatic. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I could speak from an honest place. I have PTSD from
Right.
from my accident.
Mm-hmm.
And I have days where, I can't even stand constructive criticism. It's bad. Like
Right.
it's just a new way, a new normal for me, a new way of learning how to process stuff and
Mm-hmm.
not always go from 0 to 100, because that's one thing that PTSD. I don't know if people have ever seen veterans and stuff like that. Now,
Mm-hmm.
mind you, these are people who've been to war and been in all kind of very tumultuous situations. My situation is a whole lot different, but yet, I can't tell y'all how many flashbacks that I have. Like when I'm just laying in my bed, I could literally be doing something unrelated to cars. I could be in my house and just have a flashback and I will flip. And it's not that I'm crazy. I'm not psychotic or anything like that. I don't have those diagnoses, but I do have PTSD. And it made me realize as an adult how important it is for me to honor my own emotions, but also with my children when they
Mm-hmm.
have small little things that come up that back when my parents, were parenting me and raising us, they would tell us, certain things aren't that serious. You have to honor your children's feelings, because what happens is they start suppressing those emotions. And that's the worst possible thing in the world. You don't want to walk around here suppressing how you feel and how you deal with things, because most of the time you erupt on the wrong person that doesn't even deserve it. Period.
Right. Right. Let me ask you this question. Also, you let me know if this is if you want to discuss it or not. You know what I'm saying? You let me know that. All right.
Okay.
Um, like my father went through a similar thing when but he was a child. You know what I'm saying? This the exact thing happened to you happened to him, but he was a kid. He was like a teenager. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But he talk about it all the time, and he on his leg, you know, he has that scar too. You know, remind him. You know what I'm saying? Of what he went through. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's all go leave a scar.
Yeah.
And he also talked about how traumatic that was for him. He was like, for a minute, he didn't want to walk nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And this was back. Shout out to my pops. My old head just turned 78. You know what I'm
Shout out,
saying?
pops.
Shout out to my old head. He just turned 78. You know what I'm saying? And I tell my people all the time, like, your dad almost 80. Like, yeah, man, he had me a
That's
long time.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Your dad is like almost 20 years younger than my grandma, man. This is where I love our people because you gotta support the matriarchs and the patriarchs of
most
your
definitely.
family.
Shout out to him because he had me. He was 47, which means I got longevity in the game. I'm gonna be able, you know what I'm saying, to be OG Daddy Stroke in the game for a long time. But
Oh
anyway,
boy.
another podcast, another day. Shout out to him and all my brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to
He
them.
said all my brothers and
Yeah,
sisters.
all of them. You know what I'm saying? But still, though, he's always talked to me about how he felt around that time. You know what I'm saying? And the thing that he went through mentally, because at that time he was playing football. You know what I'm saying? So that pretty much, and at that time, I want to say it happened, 50s, something like that, 50s, 1950s, whatever. It was a long time ago, but it wasn't healing from what you went through, being in this general, like in this day and age. Back then, they didn't have all the technology. You know what I'm saying? Technology. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Like you see people like a Dak Prescott, his whole ankle snapped, ankle all the other way. He's back, and it's barely been a year. You know what I'm saying? Back then, if something happened like that traumatic, that was a wrap. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And for him, that was pretty much a wrap for him doing football. But he continued to pursue music, and he became a musician and a funk musician and things like that, and prospered in that lane. So, what I want to really get around is how has that kind of changed your parenting techniques when your child kind of goes through something, you know what I'm saying? And because you've been through something that's so traumatic, how do you gauge that and make sure that you have to check yourself and make sure that you're not being, you know what I'm saying, that you're not neglecting your child, you know what I'm saying, trauma, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because like
Yeah.
sometimes I done went through a lot of stuff where I go through it, and my daughter be like, she'd be like, man, I be like, look, you got to get over that. And at the same time, I check myself like, well, maybe this is important to her.
Right.
This is really hurting her. Let me cater to this. So how was that affected? That
Now with me having sons, my sons will say that, my accident and the trauma that I've experienced, they see it in a negative aspect because a lot of things are different. I cry about the little things. Like my son had a game Saturday and I cannot even go and sit at his game for the whole game no more. It was little things that I took for granted that I sorry. I'm trying not
hey,
to
it's
get
okay if
like
you
in
want
my feelings about, but
to.
it's
It's
like,
okay. Hey,
you know,
if you want to date it, we can date
oh
it.
no,
However
no,
you
no.
feel.
We're
I don't
gonna
make
talk
it.
about it because one thing that
Okay.
my therapist has helped me understand is talking is therapy. You know what
Okay.
I'm
I just want to
saying?
make sure that you're comfortable. That's
Oh
all I'm
yeah,
talking.
I'm comfortable. It's just, it's something that you learn like every day I'm learning how to deal with it differently.
Right.
But just those little things like my children not even allowing me to walk down the steps by myself. Like it's mind boggling to me. But I felt I've fallen down the steps since I got out the hospital because sometimes I'm walking and my legs just give out. I have to get a nerve conduction study done because
Mm.
it's something going on with my nerves. But like just the little things, even when it comes to, me just wanting to sit there and talk to them for almost hours at a time to just ask them about their day. when it's like I used to pick them up from school and I would ask them in the car, and that pretty much would be, that's like, how was your day? They tell me, and then we kind of leave it there. It's like
Mm-hmm.
now I find myself being more interested, engaging them more in their daily activities, why they're doing the things they're doing, or how things make them feel. I noticed that I ask them that a lot more now. How do you
Right.
feel about this versus, how I was raised with my mom. My mom is an Aries, so all of that going around talking about your feelings, no, put it in a bag and go sit in a room. We're not going to talk about your feelings. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I had to learn that my mom was dealing with a lot of trauma, and so and she never learned how to process the trauma. So when you start having children and you start raising children and you have unprocessed trauma that you have just not dealt with, it creates, I think, more traumatic experiences for that child, because my mom was very dismissive. Like I told my mom in the first grade, I had a boyfriend and she beat the crap out of me,
Mm.
not really realizing or recognizing that that was something that I picked up. I mean, first of all, first grade, ain't no such thing as no real boyfriend, but that was obviously something that I picked up because there was a lack thereof somewhere in our household.
Right.
I didn't take it serious, of course. I mean, it's first grade, but that made me less likely to go home and tell my mom about certain things that went on in school because I felt like I would get in trouble for it. So, I would have these experiences outside where like we'll be playing, and you know how boys play. And this one little boy one day, he decides he wants to pull my pants down.
Uh-oh.
I went in the house, I got a butcher knife, and I chased him down the sidewalk. Luckily, my mom caught me because if she didn't, the little boy fell. I was gonna stab him. I probably would have killed him. But
Mm-hmm.
again, it's just the small little traumas like we grow up with, and you have unprocessed emotions to where our children are boggling down so many different emotions because they go through so much. And a lot of the times we aren't attentive to what they're going through, not intentionally, but unintentionally, because we have our own stuff going on in our life to where it's almost hard for us to pay attention to what's happening with our children and engage them and process what they're going through because we're going through so much.
Right.
And my
Right.
accident just made me more attentive to that, to pay more attention to my children and to talk to them more and to ask them how they feel, because even though they're young men, they still have feelings, they still have emotions.
Most definitely.
And I think that young men are the first ones to start suppressing and repressing certain things, because they in our society we teach our young men not to cry and not to have emotions, which I think is unhealthy.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have an outlet.
Yeah. And shit, to be honest, a lot of times, that's what we're told. Like it wasn't until now, in the past few years, that being a, what I'm saying, like being a man and expressing like what I'm saying, your emotions, how you feel, is even taken seriously. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause a lot of times, especially especially being a black man, people expect us to kind of be like robots in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And also our black women too. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't until I was what was I doing? I want to say I was with I was with I was with my ex-wife, and she had just lost a family member, and somebody had came up to her and was like, "Oh, you such a strong, it's a strong black woman," and she was like, "You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, I'm human too." And that what she said. That kind of made me think like, okay, well, you know, I never thought about people saying, you know what I'm saying? It's just those small things. You know what I'm saying? It's like people expect, what I'm saying, our women and our men to just kind of suck it up.
Yeah,
You know
be
what I'm saying?
robots.
And we
Yeah, to
always
be
strong. Like
yeah, to be
you'll
robots.
get over it. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
like
Like
you should
yeah, like
just
fuck
stand
it.
up and be strong. Like, how do you know that this wasn't something that was my breaking point? How do you know that this isn't something that I just want to cry over? I had to explain that to my oldest son. My oldest son is 15, and I have days, where I have a lot going on. I be overwhelmed. So sometimes it leads to tears. My children don't understand that I have a lot mentally going on. Like, I didn't even realize how traumatic my accident was until they made me in the hospital, because I was there for 11 days. And the entire time I was in the hospital, they would not allow me to not see a therapist. I had to see a therapist every day. We had a session. And like the first 2 days, I was just pissed the fuck off. I was
Mhm.
so mad that they were forcing me, because I was bed bound because of how my leg was and stuff. So it's not like I could even just get up and go in the bathroom and sit in the bathroom, because that's what I was gonna do. I planned it. I told my sister, I was like, I'm not sitting in here. I'm not gonna talk to this fucking stranger. I don't know this lady. I don't know her from a can of paint. She could go back and be talking to me about her family, like just irrational shit. You know what I'm saying? It just don't make any sense. But it was like, at the time, I did not want to talk to anybody because I didn't think it was anything traumatic about what I experienced. I was like, I don't need a therapist, ma'am. If anything, uh go donate to my GoFundMe. That's what you could do for me. Like, that was the kind of approach and the attitude I had. And my mom was like, you don't think that you saying stuff like that doesn't show that you're hurt? And it comes from a different place when it's my mom, because you're the same person that used to tell us, for everything to go take a nap. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, so now you got feelings and emotions. Now you feel like I need to talk to somebody too. And it's like, I almost started to feel like people were trying to categorize me as crazy, but I didn't really realize that, no, it's not that. You really experienced something traumatic, and
Mhm.
eventually it's going to start to show if you don't get help for it. And I
Absolutely.
learned that shit quite, quickly when it came down to it. But it was like I was sitting in a place where I didn't have a choice but to sit there. And like the first session, it was so awkward because I was sitting in the bed like a 10-year-old with my arms folded because I didn't want her to be in my room. She was interrupting my sleep. Like, I was acting like a big ass kid. And like, even with my mom was in there, and I kicked my mom out because I felt like they set me up. Like, I felt like the nurses, my night nurses, my day nurses, and my mom and the doctors, I felt like everybody was in cahoots just trying to make me talk to this stranger about how I feel. And at the moment, I couldn't really pinpoint how I was feeling. I was just hurt. And so the
Mm.
first session was awkward. This lady sat in there for a whole hour and we barely got anywhere.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. When I first, it took me 3 therapists to really get it, to really be, what I'm saying, to really be like, all right, I can chill. You know what I'm saying? My first one was what I'm saying. The second one, then I tried to, it's like, the second one, I was like, all right, man, we try to get one of these young therapists. You know what I'm saying? One of these young, hot, fresh to try, straight out of, you know what I'm saying? Cute, be having a little pencil skirt out. Let me see. You know what I'm saying? I would be, Trill Pill never declines sitting across from some beautiful brown thighs. You know what I'm saying?
Oh boy.
Especially when it's a clipboard. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting back. All right, cool. But that didn't work out because it didn't. Let's just say the motives wasn't genuine. You know what I'm saying? So,
Exactly.
but shout out to her though. She, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? We still kick it from time to time. But so I have to find somebody else, and so I find the same therapist I got now. It's like, well, shit, I'm cool. And she started asking me all these questions, and I started getting like one question. She asked me, I got mad, left out the room, went outside. You know what I'm saying? And then she was like, well, whenever you're ready, come back inside. You know what I'm saying? Time was
Patient as
already,
hell. And you be mad,
yeah.
like, cause like, damn, man, I want to get away from this.
Yeah, I was like, you know what I'm saying? So I went there, you know what I'm saying? Drive my little thug tears away. Came back, you know what I'm saying? Came back, and that was like the second time there. So, but actually, I just kept coming. You know what I'm saying? Kept coming, and actually, it started to unlock a lot of perspectives. You know what I'm saying? Because I just think, a lot of times, like, you know what I'm saying, but I don't know whether it's got something to do with just how I grew up. Because I always thought like I was the problem sometimes. Like, man, it ain't. You know what I'm saying? It's me. I could try to fix something. But what she was telling me is sometimes it's not you, and sometimes people that you are around, you can be attached to their trauma, and you
Right.
can, what I'm saying, and you can be attached to it and not even realize it. You know what I'm saying? Not even, realizing that person may not even realize it either. But there y'all go. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's trauma is now it's in y'all's life, and then that has a part, and that kind of creates a wedge and a divide. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same thing happened to, like, what I'm saying, with friendships. Like I see a lot of my homegirls, they fall out with a lot of other, with a lot of other women because something happened where this was a homegirl, but she slept with, what I'm saying, her man. Now she can't trust no other one. You know what I'm saying? Things like that where it's like, damn, I didn't even realize that was even, a thing until I started hanging around my homegirls and talking to them a whole lot more. And them telling me, like, man, I don't, what I'm saying, do that. And that's why I come and talk, what I'm saying? That's why they come and talk to me because they always know, even growing up, like, I was a person that you can come and talk to me and whatever, what I'm saying, whatever you come and talk to me about, that's where it ends. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly where it ends. And I got that from my people. You know what I'm saying? Just being, them being that person and them seeing people confide in them and them being like a kind of like a, like a safe place. Kind of like I want this podcast to be. You know what I'm saying? This
Trill Pill
podcast.
let me in.
Okay, god damn, what you double time?
Nah, my
All right,
other
look,
phone going dead. So I
it's all
gotta
good.
switch devices real quick.
But yeah, like, you know, but yeah, we got. Hold on, DJ, you gonna have to wait. You know what I'm saying? We got the ladies up here. You know what I'm saying? You already talking about some wild behavior. We got the ladies up here right
Yeah,
now.
DJ want me to put shrimp in my mouth. I like
You know
shrimp
what
though,
I'm
but shrimp quesadillas only, please.
saying? How you doing, Miss Fee?
Hey,
Hey,
Miss
how are
V.
you? Hey, Empress Shay. Listen, while I was listening to you, because so I've missed a whole bunch. I got a phone call from one of my friends who is a property manager. And in the last week and a half, she has found two dead bodies.
Oh my.
Mm,
hmm So she was like, "Oh my goodness, I know I'm strong and I can handle this." I said, "Girl, stop. Let's stop." I said, "It is so ironic that you're calling me with this because I was listening to a podcast and it's talking about mental health and also that this is the suicide prevention month." I said, "So stop because this is a problem." Because I was recommending her that if she don't want to go in to talk to a counselor to at least call. And so she was saying, "Well, I think I can handle it." And then I stopped and I said, "Wait, I kind of raised an octave because again, I said, I just talked to Trill Pill, the man that can heal." I said, because
you
because
don't know
we
how I'm
need
gonna use that. I'm about to
Oh
use that
we
God.
all
need
type of
to,
way.
yeah, and I'm not making no numbers. And I said, that's our problem. Stop that. How do you know what you can handle, what you can deal with in circumstances that you've never been in before? Where we get that from? How do you know you can handle that? You've seen this in this particular time. She walked in and she saw it, and there was close your ears if you're squeamish. There was a maggots, so he had been there for a
Mm,
month.
mm.
Okay, and then the more she talked, cause she know I'm kind of paranoid about it. Their walls connected. I was like, ah,
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh,
ah,
Oh, wait. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
and the
Mm-mm.
maggots went in the other. But let me
Oh.
roll back before I go off into that part of it. But my and I said, listen, um, you need to listen to Trill Pill, and we need to, as African American people, strong black woman. Ooh, I'm strong. I can handle anything. How do you know that? That no, you can't. You don't.
Facts.
You don't. And it's a lot, and it's maybe a lot to come. And so now she was talking about she don't know if she want to continue to work in that field. Well,
Oh no.
listen, this is probably going to happen again. So you need to go ahead and get in on top of it. Try to get ahead of it because this may be something that m- may happen more often than not right now, right?
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So
And
Most
I,
definitely.
so it was
yeah.
just ironic that you was having this conversation and I was able to tell her, I was just listening to a podcast. You need to get some help, talk to somebody. Did you know that this is suicide prevent a month, whatever you said. I was able
Mm-hmm.
to uh relate to her some of the information that I was listening to on your podcast. So way to go.
Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Hey
I
Eve. Hey,
appreciate
okay.
it.
Yeah, so I thought it was interesting, and I thought it was a because this is the second body that she's found, and so check on your people.
Yeah.
We got to check on our people. We got to go back to checking on our people because one of these guys had been deceased for a month,
Mm.
and they did not smell it until they opened up the door. So that means that there was a whole month that someone has expired and no one knew it.
Yeah.
Yes, this is it, Eve. Like it's crazy because we was just talking last night. This is everything is coming to an alignment, but it's as sad as it is, but we have to have these conversations
Mhm.
because the truth is we have, as especially as melanated people, we have been sat back as black people and told you have to be strong, you
Mhm.
have to do this in this situation, you never really know how you are going to handle something or how heavy that load will be until you actually experience it, and then you get an idea, okay, this is how, maybe I can handle this. But all of that, I can't stand, especially when you're mourning or you have a lot going on, something traumatic, and you just want to cry. And you have people telling you, oh, you're a strong black woman. Don't you cry.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like it's something wrong with that. No,
Mhm.
that part of the problem is us suppressing it.
Mhm. Have and nowhere to get it out. No one
Hmm.
teaches us. Everybody teaches you how to hold it in, but no one teaches you how to let it out.
Right. And let it go, because you can let it out, but still be holding on to pieces of it.
Most of
Um,
the time when we let it go is in anger.
Absolutely. I've
Yeah.
And
seen
it's
that. I've done
it's
that to people personally on YouTube, on the platforms. I can sit here and honestly admit that I've attacked people that did not deserve it.
right,
Just
misapplied. Oh, I wish
hmm
it's a word for that. I think it's misapplied aggression or Eve will probably know that means that you are letting it out on the wrong person. So it kind of piggyback a trill your question, who hurt you?
Mm-hmm.
hmm a
So
car
because
a
you
car
are
hurt
applying,
me.
you are letting it out on the wrong person.
Right. And even the person that was behind the wheel that was driving, I don't think that he did it intentionally. So even for me to walk around with this brewing anger for him is not beneficial to me, is not beneficial to the world. And it doesn't it does nothing for us, but as people we've been taught to sweep everything under the rug.
I hate the rug.
We talked about that rug, Miss V. We hate the rug.
I hate the
It's
rug.
it's like it's a stigma in our community though, because everything gets swept under there to its lumps and bumps in the carpet, and everybody just walking around it instead of just trying to pull the stuff from under there and let's clear it
It's
out.
like, don't you see that hump in that rug?
Yep.
How do you clean
That's how
everything
it is, though.
around that rug? Why? That's the dirtiest
Right.
place in your house is that rug. Nobody wants to
Mm-hmm.
touch it.
Nope.
A misplaced anger. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's it. And so typically we take it out on the wrong person. The person who did something to us never get it.
Never. Nope.
Never. So who hurt you? It goes back to the root. And Shay, you know how I am about that root. Let's get to the root.
Let's get to the root of the problem.
Who hurt you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got to get back to work. Way
Okay.
to
Thank you,
go.
Miss Fee.
Thank you, Miss Lee.
Bye. Mm.
Mwah.
Mwah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad that I did go live early now. I know Compton said something about I was supposed to go at, yeah, man, I know I'm supposed to go at 6, man, but I was locked and loaded and it wasn't nobody else that was live right now, I was like, sure, I already got it ready. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna try to do it not every day. I know I wanted to do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I know I'm kind of off schedule. I did one, a day apart. But to be honest, I might just try to do it like
Every day. I think we need these
yeah,
talks
like
every day
every
because
day.
like
Like
you Trill Pill,
y'all
you
gonna,
bring a different type of energy to our YouTube space that really is needed. I don't care if it's only three of us in here. People are gonna still click the video, they're still going to watch it, and they're still going to share the content. So we need you, brother. And I'm not saying that just to, stroke your ego. I do know how to do that, but I'm not gonna just stroke your ego on that because if you was on some BS, I probably wouldn't be up here because it's a little bit too early for the cranking yank. But because
most
we're talking
definitely
about,
for the cranking. Yeah,
mental health and awareness,
yeah,
dealing with stress and trauma, like that is something that's almost taboo in our community. Like we do not talk about stuff like this, but this is something that I think everybody can relate to on some level. Everybody has grieved, everybody has lost people, everybody has had situations that really didn't part in their favor. Rather, it was a relationship, a business connection, or whatever. We have to still process those emotions. Sometimes we think that because we weren't involved with the person physically, oh, I'm not going to be hurt by them doing something that you feel like is hurtful. No, we are human. So just like everybody else has feelings, we do too, and we have to start to honor and acknowledge how we feel in that moment. Don't give it 6 months and then decide that you want to approach somebody and tell them how you feel. You know what I'm saying? It's best, like I've learned in my experience, I rather speak my piece and be my authentic self with that person right in that moment when I feel like something is going left. Because
yeah,
usually that's the best time to catch it. Otherwise, it goes on and on and on. Like you find yourself months and months down the line, depending on what type of relationship you have with that person. And that anger grows into resentment.
yeah. It
So we
does.
need
You
you.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Well, look, if y'all need me so much, y'all love what I'm bringing to the. Y'all love what I'm bringing to the to the YouTube verse. Y'all show me some love, man. The cash app at the very top. Y'all show me some love, man. Y'all show me some love. I'm gonna keep on bringing it to you all the time because I do want this to grow. And even if you can't do it, man, y'all like and share and subscribe and follow and do all those good things, man. You know what I'm saying? I know that we all love getting into the BS. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I do want to, offer something that's a little bit different. Something that's, what I'm saying, that's a little bit change of pace. You know what I'm saying? Because we gonna always, what I'm saying, get into the BS. We gonna always do that. We gonna always troll and things like that. But sometimes I think that because like for instance, like it's it's a lot of really important things going on right now. It's a lot of people that are hurt right now. The storm just hit now. People, and this is the aftermath. People trying to find solutions to their problems. You know what I'm saying? And the people that are supposed to already have those solutions in place don't have them in place. Of course, we've seen this. You know what I'm saying? We've all seen this same story before. You know what I'm saying? And so while we, are trolling and arguing about things that don't have any substance, and although that is fun and is a release, and I am not against it. Contrary popular belief, I am not against the trolling and the BS. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm always around in the comments, right in the bushes. You know what I'm saying?
You be tripping me out, Ace. I remember what I told you yesterday. I
Yeah,
said Trill Pill TP. That's my little nickname for you. TP.
yeah.
Stay in the bushes.
Right in the bushes, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's change of pace because I think for all of us in all these different factions, whether you from Polar Gang, whether you Punch Gang, whether you part of the Empire or wherever you come from, you know what I'm saying? Wherever faction you come from, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we all human beings. We all have our lives, and we all come to YouTube for a release. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like me doing this, to be honest, I'm actually proud of it because I was very hesitant to do it a lot of times, but I'm just glad I had to kind of talk to my therapist. Like I said the other day, she was like, "Nigga, what you waiting on?" Basically, you know what I'm saying? Stop playing. Like, this is what you do. Like I've been doing the podcast by itself for a year and a half before I even brought it to YouTube. So me bringing it to YouTube has introduced me to a whole nother group of beautiful people,
Audience.
of
Yeah.
beautiful souls, you know what I'm saying? Laughter, you know what I'm saying? I've gotten, everybody, it's got people through the, you know what I'm saying, their days, their nights, you know what I'm saying? Any given time you can tune in and get entertained. For a lot of us, we don't even watch TV no more.
Nope.
You know what I'm
Nope.
saying? I
Yeah.
don't watch TV no more. It's straight. Who going live? Who doing this? Who doing that? What's the, you know what I'm saying? Who's spilling the beans? Who got the, you know what I'm saying? Whose business is circulating behind the scenes? You know what I'm saying? Who
Right.
behind the scenes done came to the front of the scenes, and now everybody can see it. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it and then let's move on. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes things get, in my opinion, a little too serious, but at the same time, it's to a certain extent that's kind of healthy too because we got to learn how to iron out these things. And I know for a lot of us, we can't see each other physically, but sometimes a lot of things do get um, ironed out. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Eventually. Now some things don't, and people got, have to, agree to disagree and leave it alone. Otherwise you can't keep spinning your wheels in the mud, especially on YouTube and social media in general. You know what I'm saying? But for the
Right.
most part, man, we all come to YouTube to kick it and chill. And like I said, man, YouTube been blowing up our phones. And you know what I'm saying? We don't even watch TV no more. You know what I'm saying? YouTube is the TV. You know what I'm
YouTube
saying?
is TV. Right. And then,
YouTube,
we have your mental health sector. We know where to go
yeah.
to find all the bullshit. I cover different topics just across the board, but Roasted Toast is on his roastery.
Yeah.
He's roasting history. So like whenever we done over here, everybody go over and support Roasted Toast.
Mm-hmm.
He actually is doing a expose on Harriet Tubman, which I won't talk about that lady on here because I will offend a lot of people because I don't believe the narrative with a lot of things that was put in our history books. But
Right.
that's a conversation for another day,
Yeah.
Trill, because we do want to focus on mental health first
Right. But
before we
see, just
start breaking
things
people
like that.
down.
Right. But like things like that, like we can get into, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's to, in my opinion, that's the essence of things that I like to do. You know what I'm saying? I like to get in engaging conversation that provokes thought, makes you actually go read something, make you go look up something. You know what I'm saying? It
Right.
makes you like it get those column things in the brain.
The
Uh
endorphins,
yeah, the endorphins get released also. It's another one of them things. The
dopamine.
no, well, that too. That gets really synapses. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. The synapses get the firing off. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Get
yeah,
the firing off.
yeah. I mean, because you're sparking your brain. One thing that people don't realize with our brains is the brain enjoys absorbing information and knowledge. That's why your brain never turns off. So I said this other day. I tell people, when you go to bed at night, put on some meditative music, put on some rainstorms, put on some Native American flute music.
Most definitely.
One of my favorites in the daytime is Oye. Oye. It's OYA. It's basically like African music. If you can be honest, it's our actual heritage of music because the drums does something for your heart. See, and I can't go too deep on this trail, but every music instrument responds to our body. It is insane when you start looking into sound therapy. It's deep, but certain music does certain things to the brain that other music doesn't have an effect on like that. And that's why I tell people I don't give my brain any downtime because it'll start thinking about all kind of crazy stuff. That's when all of these weird
Yeah.
thoughts come into play. You have to keep your brain occupied. So even when I'm resting, I got some manifesting music playing or I got some affirmations playing while I'm sleeping because I know what my brain is capable of doing while I'm not awake. So I'm
Mm.
sleep, my body is resting, but my brain is never resting. And that's everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. Most definitely. Like I find myself like I'm just up. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even be doing like to be honest. I get about 5 hours of sleep every day. About 5 hours of sleep every day. My therapist told me that this shit ain't healthy. But I'm like, at least you know what I'm saying. I'm still up. Like I'm up, but I'm doing something. You know what I'm saying. Like I'm working on topics for my podcast, which y'all say y'all wanted more. I'm gonna have to give it to you a lot more. I don't know if I can do it every day, but
Well,
I can
at
definitely
least
do it at
I
least
say
three
start off
days.
3 times. I was gonna say at
Yeah,
least 3 days a week.
yeah, at
That's
least you know what I'm saying. 2 or 3 days, really 3 days out the week. I can definitely do it. Definitely bring y'all up to date with some mental health news, things like that. If y'all find something that's um uh interesting,
mm-hmm.
y'all can send it to me. You know what I'm saying? But right now, just send it to me through my DM of you know what I'm saying, my podcast page or the page that y'all see. You know what I'm saying? Trill Pill Pie. Before I have to go and make a whole nother email, which means making a whole nother email, which means I get a whole nother free month of Netflix, a whole nother free
Oh
month
my
of
God.
Showtime, and a whole other free month of Hulu. You know what I'm saying? That's what the other email
Wow.
means. You know what I'm saying? Hey, get it how you live right here. You know what I'm saying? I say it's Trill
Yeah.
Pill, man. We gonna keep it all the way funky over here. Cause I know I'm the only one that I got about 80 emails, just like y'all make all the troll accounts. Hey man, I gonna have to tell you how many times I'm damn near got half a year free on Netflix and Hulu, making just the emails. I don't even remember no more. You know what I'm
I know
saying?
I used to do that back before I worked for Amazon when I wanted Prime, but I didn't want to pay for it. Before I started
Yeah,
working for the company,
yeah,
yeah, okay.
yeah.
Free trial here, free trial there, free
Mm-hmm.
trial everywhere.
Most definitely. You know what I'm saying? A free trial poppy. You know what I'm saying? That's they have to call me free trial poppy. You know what I'm saying? I might get a free trial or something. I ain't even like I might go get the Peacock app. I don't even know what's on there, but I got the free trial. I know I can get at least a week with a new email. So many opportunities is open. but no, but I'm gonna make a podcast, an email for the podcast and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if anybody want to come up and join me and the Empress, y'all are more welcome to. You know what I'm saying? We kicking it right now. I don't know who's going live next or who going whatever next. But y'all,
Roasted Toast live right now.
you
I
live
think
right
he's
now?
doing this. Yeah, he doing the expose on Harriet Tubman.
Okay,
So
well, yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. We been in here for long enough, almost 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? Almost exactly at 2 hours. Hey, everybody, once y'all go over to Roasted Toast right now, shout out to Roasted Toast. Go over, check him out, show him love, like, share, support, all that good stuff. I appreciate you, Shay, for coming up, pulling up. You know, you're always welcome here. You know what I'm saying? Hold up, we got somebody in the mix. What's up,
what's up,
BFH?
Lonnie?
What it
What's
do,
up?
man?
What's up, BFS? You know what I'm saying? What's up with it, man?
Chilling, man. Hold on, let me fix this.
Already.
You can hear me now?
Yeah,
Yes.
most
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, man. I was trying to I had just not tuned in. I like what you got going on, Tree Appeal. Hey, Miss
Appreciate it,
Amber.
man.
You know, I gotta show some respect to the house. You know, show y'all my hospitality or however they,
Already, man.
you
I
know.
appreciate it. You already know I appreciate it, man.
Man, I messed up, y'all, man.
What you doing, man?
You got another baby on the way? You put a bun in the
Man.
oven?
Raw Dog,
Nah,
Texas. Let's go.
man, I was trying to I accidentally delete my one of my videos last night, but I still had it on my backup page, so I tried to restream it. That's why you probably seen it last night. I tried to restream it,
Oh,
and
that's what.
ma'am,
No, because I was wondering why you was doing that. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
can you take it off and then re-premiere it so we can get the chat popping? You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
I can't upload right now. I fell asleep, man. That's what I'm trying
Oh,
to say. I
what the
I
hell?
I sent them a letter, but I had fell asleep while my live was playing, and then it ended. But it started playing other shit. You see, on my live, like
Oh,
when
Mm.
when I woke up and realized it, they slapped me in the face with a strike, and
that's
then
right.
yeah, so I won't be able to upload for a week. So, but you know, I won't be able to get paid until December 1st. You know, or be eligible to get paid by YouTube. So you know that's on me right there. you know.
But you got to your monetized numbers. Congratulations, BFH.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations, BFH,
We
man.
got to throw you a party
Big
somewhere
salute. Yeah,
then.
man. It's bottle popping time, BFH. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's butt naked time, BFH. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
boy.
Almost, man. You know, your boy about to do something different. When you know, I'm a leave out. I mean, I'm still gonna go live probably from my backup page or something. But
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna let that page chill out for a minute, man. You know, but when I do come back on that page, I probably be doing the crate challenge for real. I know some people got a business across the street. They be having it jumping. You know what I'm saying? Might stack
Right.
up some crates on some concrete. We gonna say if you ain't got
Wow.
no insurance, hey man, that's hey $500 if you go across. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
We finna start having some fun, man. You know what I'm saying? And because
Already.
the reason why I say this, I don't want to just shoot my load off like that, but you know, we gotta stay in tune. We gotta stay in tune with the children like to watch.
Yeah.
It's not about what we like to do. You know, we gotta be, you know what I'm saying? Like how this newer generation rap shit, we gotta be on that type of rap shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like with the children is the future. That's what I'm saying. We gotta look at them. We already had our turn. Let that sink in. You
Yep,
know what I'm saying?
for sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. But you can
Yeah.
still go live BFH, or you can't even go live for a week. You on punishment for a week. That's
Yeah.
how they did you.
Yeah, but I got my backup page, but you know I'm gonna try to go live off of that, hoping something happened. But yeah, I'm punished. They got me punished, y'all. It's good though.
It's all
It's
good.
good.
We're gonna have to throw you a party somewhere since you
It's all
monetized now.
good.
We need to celebrate.
Well,
Absolutely.
well, well. I don't want to shoot the load off like that, but it's
Don't shoot it off.
Yeah.
I just need
Don't
like
shoot it off.
40.
You know what I'm saying?
I just need 40 more people, and then yeah.
Oh, we can get that. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
y'all
Hey,
go create some troll accounts and go
yeah.
subscribe to BFH
Well, this is
page.
what we're
Stop
gonna do,
playing.
man. Since we're about to close this out, um, Ronnie, go ahead and you know what I'm saying, get get the shit off. Whatever you know what I'm saying got going, go ahead and get it out. We can close this out.
All righty. Well, I appreciate you, Trill. You know what I'm saying, for letting your boy come up. You know what I'm saying?
Really.
Man, you know, I gotta show a little respect to your platform, man. I can't come up here and be like, oh man, Trill up here. What I'm talking about?
It's all good, man. It's all good, man. Much love, man. Much love.
Already, man, you know. But yeah, if anything, if I'm not yeah, I ain't gonna lie, yeah, I'm up here cloud chasing on Trill channel.
A
Yeah.
tad
It's all
bit.
good.
Yeah, but it's all right. You know, I be cloud chasing on everybody channel. I'll be up there on the panel for a long time. It's all good.
You know what
I
I'm
be on
saying?
niggas panels for a long time, shooting the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Up there.
Shit. If I look on this YouTube, man, this is what I'm gonna say. I'm get off, man. I look on this YouTube, I don't see nobody live, man. After you, man, nigga, because on some player stuff, I don't like to step on nobody's toes, man. I know how to wait. I'm patient.
Right.
If I don't see nobody live, I'm just gonna go ahead and go live off my other channel, man.
Okay. I
I hope
think.
it.
Okay. Well, Roasted Toast just finished his live. Y'all go check it out. It's only 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Just 30 minutes. Go check it out. You know what I mean?
Already.
We
Most
gotta
definitely.
support everybody. That's one
Yeah.
Most
thing
definitely.
I'm gonna always promote. All of my
Shout out
guys,
to
'cause
Rose.
y'all,
We're gonna
y'all
run it
like my
back.
brothers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all the
Most
brothers,
definitely.
the extra brothers that my mama would not provide for me because I only got
Yeah.
one brother. So I take, my networking relationships very serious. So
Yeah.
I
I do
appreciate
too.
all you young men for being positive and actually, even you BFH because you come in with something completely different mentally to where you're focused on our youth, our children. And that's the
Mm-hmm.
most important thing. Trill Pill is focused on mental health, amongst other things. And then y'all know I'm wrapped up in peace, love, and light and politics and stuff. But
Mm.
we got plenty of pages that we know to go to for the BS. It's
Yeah.
time for us to step outside of that and expand beyond that.
And shout out to them too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey man, I want to get this. Say this real quick, man. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Wherever your page is, shout out to you. It's a lane for everybody. It's enough money out here for everybody. It's enough subs and shit out here for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It ain't No need to be hating or pocket watching or doing any of that BS some of y'all be doing. You know what I'm saying? It's enough love for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter whether you from this gang or that gang or this page or that page. Man, leave all that where it is and just enjoy the content. And if you don't enjoy the content, man, just go through there, like the page, drop a comment, or just like the page and sub and just move on. You know what I'm saying? Like the page, sub, and move on. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I want to say, man. But I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, Ronnie, stopping through, you know what I'm saying, most definitely. I'm trying to close the thing on that, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you, Ronnie, you know what I'm saying? I come through and cloud chase on your page all the time.
It's good.
You know and you the first nigga to drop the #1 smash single on the underground YouTube streets.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Was first premiered.
Oh, BFH, drop the backup channel. People asking for your backup channel in the chat.
Is Ronnie? My bad, y'all. It's BFH Beats.
BFH Beats
with a Z.
With a Z. Yeah, but yeah, most definitely. If you bro, if you want to, you can go ahead and drop that in the thing, and I can pin it to the top.
Hold on, let me hold up, Trill. Let me all right. Give me about 2 minutes right quick, man.
All right. All right.
Great live, Trill Pill. I mean, knew it was gonna be great, but you know, great live, man.
Shout out to S420. Shout out to all my mods. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Empress. You know what I'm saying? She's a mod. Hopefully I didn't make too many mods. You know what I'm saying? You know, S420, Empress, Cupcake, bruh. Anybody else? I make a mod. Roman Shaker's a mod. Shout out to the mods. Shout out to the chat. Oh yeah, I think that's all the mods I got. Yeah. Cupcake. Yeah. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all helping me out. You know what I'm saying? Extending the hand. You know what I'm saying? What we got going on over here. I highly appreciate that. Much love to y'all for that. Shout out to the chat. You know what I'm saying? For everybody who done stopped through, gave me a like or a view and things like that. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody that's watching on Facebook. It's just live streaming on Facebook as well right now. Shout out to everybody that's over there watching on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, man. You know, I got love for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all for doing all that. You know what I'm saying? That being said, well, let's wait for BFA.
All right. I'm waiting for you. I'm fixing to drop it.
Are you good? Okay, go ahead and drop it. And after you drop it, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna get you the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Go. And then I'm gonna pin it to the top.
All right. Let me know. It's in the comments.
Hold on. Did you type it or?
It's under the right of BFA.
Okay, hold on. It didn't pop up yet. Pop up real quick.
Duh, Trill Pill.
Man, hold up.
And my cam voice, duh.
Shout out to Cam, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cam. Talk too much. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, man. Let's see. I don't see it yet. Hold on. Let me see if it's in the. I do not see it yet.
It ain't popping up, huh?
Hold up. Let me. No, it's not popping up. Hold on. How about this? I'll type it in.
You put it in the private chat, BFH. That's why. Put it in the other comments.
All right.
Put it in. Yeah. Okay.
I put it in the main one. I don't know. I see it popping up on the screen over here, but it ain't popping up in the studio.
Well, let me just do this.
Let me get on my mod duties. Hold on, I got y'all. Okay. Salute Trill Pill. I'm finna drop to the comments. I'm gonna pin it in the comments. I'm gonna put it in the comments for you so you can pin it.
Okay.
Salute BFH.
Salute.
Big salute. And also, y'all go follow the Empress Speaks on her page. You know what I'm saying? Go follow her, like and subscribe her. You know what I'm saying? Go do all that because she got some dope shit going on over there too. Most definitely. Also, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, wherever y'all coming from, y'all more welcome they're here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that's from Polar Gang. Shout out to everybody that's from Punch Gang. Shout out to everybody from shit. The Empire. Who else in here? BFH. You got a gang?
BFH.
Shout out to the BFH gang. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my gang. I ain't got a name for it yet, but shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. Everybody's welcome here. It ain't no plex going on with the Trill Pill Podcast live or the Trill Pill Podcast. And don't forget, the Trill Pill Podcast is also, I'm also just recording episodes and dropping them on my normal podcast. You can get those on Spotify and everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? And there you go. Can't talk too much. Is in a mission for one of his meals, good meals that he eat. You know what I'm saying? He came through. You know, what up, man?
I'm about to show you. You
break it up a little
you
bit.
getting off live right now? I say you getting off live, or you about to be on here for a second?
I'm about to get off.
Oh well, I'm checking next time. My bad. I just seen it pop up.
No, it's all good. It's all good. You know, I've been there for about a couple hours. And, you know what I'm saying? I think somebody else going live, but shit, it don't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Better close that on out. You know what I'm saying? I do appreciate you for, pulling up. Damn, I had a hiccup trying to talk. But yeah, I appreciate you for stopping through. You know, what you got going, man? Doing all right? Doing good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just, I'm working. I was about to show you that meal I'm eating on.
Most definitely. You already got some good shit to show. Niggas say eat steaks and shrimp. So damn, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You already got a good meal, man. That's what's up, though.
Oh, no, I have to be in order. It's cool.
Shit, all that shit is well deserved, my nigga. It's well deserved. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Most definitely.
Hold on. 2, 3, 4. Hold on a second, too. All right, y'all take it easy. Hold on a second. I got no, hold on. Oh, no, I wasn't talking to you, Trill. Hold on.
Oh.
There you go. Oh, yeah, you too. Hello.
Yep.
Oh, man. What y'all been talking about today, man?
Oh, man. We talked about a little bit of everything, man. Let me get a little rundown real quick while we still got people in the building, man. We talked about, I had a couple of news topics. You know what I'm saying? A couple of news topics. We talked about teachers and police and the other public workers being left out of mental health coverage. You know, for the insurance, sometimes some insurances cover mental health and therapy and things like that, and some of them that don't. So, but a lot of teachers and police are left out of that. You know what I'm saying? We also talked about this children's home that's strictly dedicated to mental health out in Madisonville, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? That was a very dope story. And also, it is suicide prevention month. You know what I'm saying? Suicide prevention month, National Suicide Prevention Month. You know what I'm saying? September 5th to the 11th, and World Suicide Prevention Day is for September the 10th. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much all that. We talked about, who hurt you. You know what I'm saying? The phrase.
Who hurt you? Hold on,
man.
Trail. Put me on the camera real quick. You know what I mean?
Hold up, man. Yeah, all right. You on the screen. Man, boy, you eat that shit 3 times a day, nigga.
Boy, you know what your boy munching on.
Hold on, put it back on the screen, man. You know what I'm saying? Put the shit back on the screen, man. Chicken macaroni, that nigga, man. And that shit look fire as fuck, though. And that hoe got vegetables in that hoe?
Man, I ain't got no vegetables. Boy, you got me fucked up. I got everything. If it ain't food, everything on my plate.
All right, nigga, you already talking about you 27, nigga. You gonna be moving around like you 87, nigga. Eating a chicken on top of that macaroni like that, young nigga. By the time you get 30, you gonna be like, man, can't talk too much shit. Can't walk around no more. Nigga legs. Nigga legs don't swell up. Nigga ankles. Nigga ain't got no ankles. Nigga got cankles now, y'all. On hood. Nigga got cankles on my legs,
Look,
man. I can't.
boy, what you said, Drew? That nigga said on hood.
On hood, I got cankles, y'all.
Boy, I'm about to get out this bullshit outside, man. Salute,
On
man.
hood, my knees got that swell up like sock balls, y'all. On my mama, everything.
Then
You
this
know
nigga
what
gonna
I'm
throw the old hood in there, man. Boy, that's a motherfucker right here, dog.
You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
That is.
I used to kill it.
I can't walk around like I used to,
Yeah,
y'all.
that's what it's gonna be like. Man, let me tell y'all, man. Shit. Cam ain't been doing too much, been chilling. But say y'all for real, look, on hood, my knees swell like a motherfucking softball, y'all. I mean
Boy, this nigga right here. That's why I can't fuck with niggas like you.
oh shit. Yeah, dog.
Hey man, I ain't come on this show to cover your jokes.
Making you content, nigga.
That nigga made me content, man. He just
Oh,
like
man,
the
you know
rest
it's all
of them.
good. It's all good, man. You know it's
Look,
all
Shay,
love,
then
man.
look at Shay. Talking about Cam can't move too much. You can't move either in them big ass boots.
Hey, man. Oh, shit. Y'all funny the motherfucker, dog. Y'all niggas funny.
Then, hold on, Lisa B say, "On my baby."
Yeah, on my baby, y'all. My knees swollen like a goddamn cantaloupe, y'all.
Boy,
On my baby.
hey
On hood,
man,
my ankles.
hey,
On hood, I can't see my ankles no more.
don't laugh at that shit, Sam. Sam, do not
Yeah,
laugh at that shit.
yeah.
That's a
Getting
big
all that shit off of me.
salute, pal.
Already, man.
All right, bro.
Already. All right, man. Be easy, man. Be careful after that.
Oh yeah.
Already, man. Shout out to everybody that pulled up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Shout out to yourselves, too. Make sure y'all pat yourselves on the motherfucking back. Excuse me. My bad. Sorry, Auntie Fee, for cursing. Pat yourselves on the back. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all have a good day. Also, let me leave you guys with this. Let me finish. Might as well go ahead and finish what I had to read. You know what I'm saying? Spouses, our friends, our some colleagues, and yourself, we all go through our own traumas, things like that. You know what I'm saying? Although we have our highest good in mind, and we all see our life, you know what I'm saying, through our scars. Every scar that we have is a story. You know what I'm saying? And you experience, certain attacks when you see those scars. That scar may remind you of something that you went through that was, a dark period of life. I just want to tell y'all that, it is okay not to be okay. We all in this shit together. Don't get it twisted. We all can have fun, do whatever, but we also can be real with ourselves and each other and realize that, all right, I don't feel so good, and we can check out for a time being. Sit back, relax, find you, something to do to occupy your time and make you feel good. You know what I'm saying? Don't force nothing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't supposed to be. Make sure that we work on ourselves and make sure that at the end of every day you get a dub. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a small dub, make sure at the every day you sit down, when you get ready to do whatever, you sit down and you carve some time out for you to celebrate your win. Another day going out, getting that money, coming back in, being safe, being positive, and we can go get on. I can cut up. We're gonna cut up later on, control and do all that, man. But shout out to everybody who pulled up. Shout out to the whole chat. Shout out to my mods. Shout out to everybody who like and subscribe and all that. Shout out to everybody who hit me up on Cash App. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I work, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to lie. I've had to make time for this because I was kind of hesitant on doing it. But y'all making it worthwhile, man. Y'all showing me a whole lot of love, and I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Thank you for everybody who pulled up and did all that. I know I said that shit about twice. I'm going to close this shit out before I start rambling. Hey, man, this is the Trill Pill Podcast. Live, monumental to be monumental, and most of all, stay trill and heal. This is the Trill Pill Podcast. Much love. God bless. Fuck with y'all. Later on. Peace.